Today we are working on starts and turns. We're gonna show you some of the most important drills that you need to know so you can improve your start technique, so you can carry as much speed into the race or into your training. And then we're also gonna work on turns, how to get over faster, how to really develop that technique. So let's go. Coach Kaylee and I are about to get in the water for some in-water demonstrations. Show these guys how it's done. So when it comes to nailing the dive, you have to make sure you enter the water in streamline. But before we even get on the blocks, we're gonna practice our streamline off the wall. So we're gonna do a really quick drill. We're just gonna push off in streamline. You're gonna see how far you can go without doing anything. You're just gonna float. And if you're good, you're gonna make it past the flag. If you're great, you're gonna go like 10 meters. You're not gonna kick at all, you're just gonna float.
See how his elbows are in, tight to his head, toes are pointed. Nice tight body position.
Now we're gonna add the kick a little bit. So assuming you have a great streamline, good foundation, that's gonna carry your speed. So you're gonna push out, float. Once you pass the flags, that's when you start kicking. So we're really delaying this on purpose to get yourself used to what it's like to go a lot further without actually doing any swimming. If you recall, the most important word in swimming is streamline. Streamline, good. That is the most important thing you'll take away from what I'm about to say. Because you could be a super athlete coming off the block, but if you don't hit the water in streamline, it does not matter how much agility, speed, power, if you just belly flop or just jump in with your feet first, right? When you go off the block, it's really important that your body is positioned in the direction that you want to go. So if you're trying to go that way, your feet, both of them, need to point that way. Oftentimes, I see people get on the block and their feet are like this. My hips are angled towards George. He's a great guy, I don't want to dive into it. So you want to make sure your feet are pointing the direction you want to go. That's where you have power. If you want to do the 2-foot start, this is fine. I prefer the more athletic position, which is called the track start. 1 foot goes back, but still my toes are pointing that way and my front foot are grabbing the front of the block. So this diving block happens to have a fin, which is nice because it makes it easier for your back foot to have stability. I'm gonna come down, and if you're a little bit more advanced, you'll actually use your hands to start the forward momentum. I'm gonna pull with my hands to get my body moving forward. As my body moves forward, then it becomes all legs. But remember, the most important thing is to hit the water in the stream. Good. So if you feel like you're belly flopping, it means you're hitting the water with too much of your body at the same time. So you gotta make sure you're hitting through a narrow hole. The smaller the hole you can get into, the more efficient you're gonna be carrying speed into the water. If you're belly flopping pretty bad and you're comfortable diving, actually go off the side because you're probably not used to how high you are to be able to nail this small hole. So you wanna like graduate up. And what might be happening is you're going too far out. That's why you're belly flopping.
How do you keep your goggles on?
You gotta tighten them.
We want our hips to be right over our feet. So watch where you align your feet. Toes pointed forward, make sure your hips are right, making a straight line down to here. We don't want to be here. We don't want our knees coming in like this. Straight line from here to here. We don't want to be too wide. The most power will come right when your feet are under your hips.
So this is called the cactus drill, and this is one of Kaylee's favorite drills. Now what we're focusing on is just getting to streamline. This is so important. So you're gonna be on the block, you're gonna be in a cactus position. You're gonna come down in the cactus position, you're not gonna grab the block, your hands are already like almost in streamline. It's take your mark, hop, and you just get to streamline. So you're really driving your hands into streamline. So I find my position, like Coach Kaylee was saying, my hips, driving the power, back foot is back, so I'm coming down.
A lot of balance, a lot of core stability. Up.
So the next drill, this is our bonus drill. This is probably the hardest version of it. It's gonna be a single leg dive. So you're gonna hop up just like you normally would, but you're gonna lift your back leg up and then you're gonna go just off of the last leg. So normally I would come down and then I'd have my back foot on this pad. Instead, I'm just gonna have it lifted like this. And then on the beep, I have my pull with my hands, and then I'm pushing off with only the one leg. And it's gonna really require some balance, stability, and strength. Now we're gonna work on some turns. Specifically, we're talking about the somersault turn, which you use in front crawl, freestyle, and backstroke. Now it's really important that you get comfortable doing a somersault. I'm gonna push off the bottom and then do a somersault.
Smaller you are, the faster you are.
Coach Kaylee said something really important. If you can make yourself more compact, you're gonna rotate faster. That means your head being tucked in and your knees coming into your chest. This drill, we're gonna get a little bit of help. We're gonna use the lane line to get us over quickly. And we're gonna get some forward momentum with a push off the wall. Grab the lane line and flip over it. And I'm trying to get my legs to hug my body over the lane line. So this is what it looks like. So I grab the lane line and I hold it all the way through. It's really important that we break this into two pieces. Well, there's three. There's the approach, the flip turn, and then the push off the wall. So on this one, we're not even gonna worry about swimming back. We're just gonna swim into the wall freestyle. We're gonna flip, and you're gonna plant your feet right on the wall, and you're gonna push off on your back. When you do this drill, it's going to take a lot of breath control. And one way you can improve your vital lung capacity is by training both in and out of the water. For out of the water, you've got to check out the AeroFit, the official breathing partner of MySwimPro. The AeroFit breathing program strengthens your diaphragm and muscles between your ribs so you can inhale more air with every breath. When your breathing muscles are strong, your breathing rate, heart rate, and blood pressure all go down. And it takes just 5 to 10 minutes per day, and you can use the app, which is really cool, to follow a specific program. It even feels like a game, and it's real time and interactive. So check out the link in the description to get a discount off your AeroFit breathing trainer and start mastering your flip turns without feeling like you're going to run out of air. I've been using it for a few years now, and I can tell you I feel more confident and it's easier to swim using the device.
Notice he's pulling with one arm, not two. He comes in, he's got that one arm up, he's using that one arm to tuck, the other one's getting to streamline.
So it makes it a lot easier when you pull yourself in. That last stroke is what carries your momentum in. If you don't have that last stroke, it's really hard to flip. Instead of pulling on the lane marker, you're pulling water. Where you flip is important as well. So you basically need to be flipping when you're one arm length away from the wall at least, or else you're too close to the wall. If you're flipping way out here, this is too far. Now here's the thing, if you're moving really fast, this is actually where I do the flip turn. Because you have forward momentum, and as you're turning, you end up at the wall. The last drill we're gonna do, this is one of my favorite drills for working on speed in the flip, agility, power, tempo, all of it, all in one. It's called a 15-meter 50. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna push off the wall, you're gonna make me take 2 dolphin kicks maximum, 2 arm strokes maximum, and then you're gonna flip, so you'll flip that like the flags, and then I'm gonna come back as fast as I can. And if you're really good, all of that takes less than 10 seconds.
All right, tight streamline, 2 dolphin kicks, 2 strokes, flip. He's coming back. You see how tight he was.
We're gonna go a 50 off the blocks. It's kind of like a time trial. Try and practice a really good dive, good streamline, carry your speed all the way through. Let's focus on technique, power per stroke. Mark, hop. Nice work, nice work.
Well, you should do it now, yourself.
Me?
50.
You want me to do a 50?
Can you even break 30? You can't sprint. You're just a breaststroker. Take your mark. Up.
All right, all the smack talk aside, here I am in the water. Look how clean that breakout was. Cold turkey, no warm up. Look at the juice on that. Got some rocket ships behind me. Actually, it looks like my legs are starting to fall apart. The 50 freestyle long course is no joke. I mean, at the end of the day, like if you're not warmed up, which I'm not, your legs are gonna just completely fall apart. I look like a piano just fell on my back. Where are my legs? Into the finish. Where are my legs? Oh!
Another day at the office. What do we go?
27.4.